Hi, this is Maher, and in this video we will see some most basic data structures that are present in R. So first let's start with integer. Integer, something, and it is written as 6L. So also it can be written as like 5 small l. So if you want to check if what data type any variable is, then you just type in type of and integer string. Wow. So what I forgot to do is to load the load these variables in global environment. So to do them, press Control Enter and Control Enter. Now press Control Enter here, and we find that object integer j is not found. Why? So the small l is not recognized, only big L is recognized. Okay. Now we can also run through this run button here. So I'll just clear it out, and yeah, and we will run this. So this runs out, and now if you want to add comments, write int now the most basic uh, data structure that R uses is vector. So and the syntax is C, then parenthesis, and then we can write anything. This would be a character vector. Oh, something like you can write anything, and we have to press Control Enter instead of Enter. So it is loaded. You can also see in this global environment that it is loaded as character, and there are three characters, three character vectors in it. Now you can access that vector, press Ctrl Enter, and it will show that there are three character vectors, and you want to if you want to access individual vector, you can type here. So I forgot to tell you that in R language, the vectors start from 1. So this will be 1, then this will be 2, and then this will be 3. So if we type vector, so indexing in R is different from C, C++, JavaScript, Java. Yeah, vector 0 will not work. So it is showing that it is a character 0. I don't know what is it. Maybe also you can access by writing negative sign, in which negative sign means we will not be using that vector. So except 2 minus sign shows that except this to show all the other characters. So the character 1 and characters 3 are shown here. Now okay, so I will also type in some integer vector like 1, and you can access this vector. Okay, I forgot to do Control Enter. So here in the console you can see the vectors, then we can access them using this square brackets. So the fourth vector will be shown. So here the fourth vector is 6. Now you can also access some group of vectors, like you have to specify here which vector you want to access. So I want to access first vector, then fourth vector, and then last sixth vector. So this will output, okay, they are in correct dimensions. Okay, I forgot to put them also in a vector. You have to put it in this way. So for 1, 6 and 4, 1, 6 and 4 is the output, which says 1, 6 and 4 says that this is the first, this is the fourth vector, and this is the last sixth vector. So 1, 6 and 4. Now similarly you can also, I've not tried it, but you can also write minus c, minus so the vectors first, fourth and sixth are not included, and the remaining vectors, the second vector, third vector, and fifth vector. So this is how R works in a vector format. Now there is a matrix data structure, which is also an inbuilt one, matrix. And so to create a matrix, there are two options. We can use rbind, in which we have to put in columns. We can use cbind, and in which okay, in rbind we have to put rows, and in cbind we have to specify the row names. And in matrix we have to put in the entire data, and we have to specify the number of rows and number of columns and column. So I will just show you an example. And so yeah, so we will first create some vectors. So let's start. One, okay, also try not to forget to press Ctrl and enter, not just enter, otherwise the data will not get loaded in. Vector 2, 4, 5, 6. Vector 3. So we'll first do rbind. So it will bind according to rows. So mat1 bind, and then we will specify the names. Vector1. So one thing to note is that the dimensions should match. So if there are 3 entries in each vector, and there is a vector 4 which has 4 entries, then that will not work. So vector 3, so vector 3, okay, I did not press Ctrl enter here. And yeah, so our matrix is created, and you can access by typing vec1 and Ctrl enter. So these are the rows, vec1, vec2, vec3. So if we put in another vector 4 which has more integers like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put it here, it will show an error of okay, vec4 is not loaded. Okay, so number of columns of the result is not multiple of the vector length of rb1, which means that the dimensions should be same of all the vectors. So this will not work. Okay, this is one. Then another vector which we will make using cbind function. So so this vector will be in a row format. So vec1, vec2 and vec3 are the column names of this matrix, and we can change the column names and row names of the matrix, and let's change it. So we'll type row names of metro and we will set it to, so we will have to create a vector and let's put it day 1, day 2, day 3. Yeah, and then let's access mat. So the row names are changed. Similarly, we can change the column names too. Column names mat. The column names are also changed. So column names are changed, and if we want to access a particular element, we can write mat 1, 2. Okay, mat 2. So we will get 4. So it is in the first row and second column. So this is how matrix work in R. And so another way of creating matrix is by using the inbuilt matrix function. So to use this function we need some data. So there is an inbuilt data of air passengers which kind of looks like a matrix. So there are 12 columns and there are maybe 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there are 12 rows also. So in order to use this matrix function, so we will write mat3, we'll put in the air passengers, and then we will have to specify the number of rows that are. Number of rows is 12. So matrix 3 is created, mat3. So yeah, now here the data is accessed in a wrong way, like data is read in a row wise, column wise fashion. So 112 goes here and then 115 is going up in the next column, and we want to put it in the next row. So we will have to use another function, another attribute here. Let's say I did not know about it, and then there is by row which is kept as false. So we will do by row is equal to true, and then it will read row wise. By row equals to 2. So to specify true or false, we can write in short forms or in full forms also. Right, we can write T for true and F for false. Let's write TRUE. And now we will see that 112 is here and air passengers. Okay, 112, then 115, then 145. Similarly in February, 118, 126, 150. So this is the this attribute. If we do not put it to true, then it will read column wise. Now what else? Okay, let's The last one that is most important is a data frame. F for him. So data frames in matrix we cannot put here integers or lists or any other integers or strings or character vectors or something like that. So for that purpose data frames are there. So in these data frames we can put uh, characters and integers in like different columns. We cannot specify a column which is a character vector in matrix. So for example, like uh, let's make another vector fine specify d1. Now let's create another matrix, mat4 maybe, and use anything like the bind vector 1 vector 5. So wow, what happened? Mat4. Okay, so what happened was that it converted the numbers to characters. So this one is converted to character 1 and this 2 is converted to character 2. So this is what happens when we put a string, we put a character vector with a numeric vector or integer vector. Also, okay, I did not introduce to double. So there is another UU double. And put like 4.5. These all are doubles. Type of so it is double. If you want to check the type of any variable that you come across, then just use type of. So another way of doing this is checking if some, like per se we want to check if mat1 is a matrix or not, then we just type is matrix then mat1 and it will result in true or false. So if we type in vac1 then it is false because it is a vector not a matrix. And if we write this dot vector then it is a true. So this is how it works. Now let's say data frames. So data frames all can also be created by uh, rbind, cbind, and another way is data.frame function. So let's see first rbind. So you want some vectors. Let's say I write some names. Joy and I don't know what to write. Let's see. Okay. And let's write the ages. So it will be a numeric one, and so 21 maybe 45 maybe, and let's say 7. So okay, data 1 is not loaded. So we can select these lines and load by control enter. Now write cbind df1 bind data 1. Okay. So now this is created is a data frame. So it is showing that it's a character vector. Okay, maybe I did a mistake right here. So we cannot use C band and R band, we have to use data frame. df1 data dot frame and right here data 1 data. So this will create a data frame. So it is showing that it is a list. So what does a list mean? Okay, so this is showing a list because it is accessing this because data frames are list beneath it. What I mean to say that list something like a linked list. So you know about linked list. Uh, there are different elements in the linked list. So the first element in this list is data 1 and the second element is data 2. So if you want to see this, you can show you df1. Okay, it is showing as a list but it is a data frame. I still have this problem because data frames are executed as list within it, and list is another type of data structure. So if you want to make a list of data 1 and data 2, type in list data 1 data 2. So this list 1 is created. List 1 will look like this. This is called list. This is a list data structure. What it means is that the first element in a list is a vector and it is a character vector. The second element in the list is a vector and it is a numeric vector. You can also write here 14 and you can also specify a character. So okay, what I missed. So what it says is the third element in the list is a 14-digit numeric variable, a numeric constant, sorry, and the fourth element is a character named Meyer. So this is how the list works, and that data frames work like they create tables. So mainly data frames are used when we want to import some data, like we want like df read.csv, and you can specify the file name here, but we have to take care the file name is present in the working directory. So we can specify that working directory shows the current working directory, but this is not the directory I'm currently working on. Working directory. First I need to save this file and I will go to R project. Now where I want to save. Okay. Maybe we'll save in our project. We'll put in try to and that wd gives the working directory, set wd will set the working directory. So we have to specify the entire path. In Mac, we will have to write the entire user slash Mac slash something will go on. So here desktop slash rprj. So this is how we specify the directory, and then okay, so I kept in the wrong place. And then we have to specify here the file name like my file.csv. So the read.csv will read CSV files. So this is how we load data frames, and yeah. Also, I will show you another built-in data frame, that is IRIS. Iris. This is an Iris data that is available inside R. We can put a question mark in front of it. So anytime you don't understand anything, just put a question mark in front of it, and then the document will show up here. So it says that it is some 150 cases, 5 variables means 5 column names, and there are 50 flowers, each of 3 species. So it is some experiment data set. Okay, so what we will do is we will make another data frame df3, and we will load iris into it. So how do we load that? Data dot frame iris. So iris is loaded as a data frame df3. So this is the database. Now data frames give us flexibility to access the columns. So if you want to access this sepal.length, what we will write is df dollars. See this up here, these are the column names, sepal.length, and so it gives the entire. So this format is in a vector format, the output, and this is the entire column of sepal.length. If we want the output in, let's say, row format, then we will have to do some extra thing. We'll have to specify. So if you want to access all the rows and the column name sepal.length, we will write in this way. Okay. Why is this not working? Sepal.length not found. Yeah, this is the output. Also, we can specify in this way also df3 df. Okay, no, maybe not. This will not work like this. $sign. So what I was telling, that we can access sepal.length in a vector in a data frame format. So we will have to put something as a false. I forgot what to put as a false. So what I will do is a search. I will just find out later, and I will tell you what to do. Like there is something we have to write here. By row maybe. By row will not work. Something works here, but I forgot that. Okay, will tell you later. Now we can set the row names and call names of data frames in the same way as we set the matrices. Call names. We have to specify the vector and we have to write here. So what would I write? Okay. So this is the first column, this is second column, this is okay. I also didn't write syntax correctly. Data frames, call names of df3. Now first will be s length with p length and spaces. This will change the names and df3. If you want to access the names of df3, you can just write call names df3. So this gives the current column names of this data structure, data frame. Sorry. Similarly, we can also specify row names, but it will be quite difficult one. Like there are 5,000 entries or something, 150 entries. Okay. So next we will see graph, how to plot graphs on these data frames and matrix in next video. Thank you.